So you've got to try and create yourself and make yourself in such a position that you are indispensable. So you want someone to smile at you. Why don't you smile at someone first? You want someone to be kind to you. Why don't you be kind to someone first?
Way, because without family you're nothing. So family is everything.
How can you be a blessing to someone else today? I do believe that would make this world a much better place.
Hello everyone and welcome to our Sisters Talk series 4.2. It is very much Sisters Talk with me, Sephiny Smart. Welcome on board. This will be the second part of our time with Eugenia Abu. If you missed the very first part of this inspiring program, not to worry. Just look for the video on our channel and click away. I assure you it is definitely worth watching. Do take your time to watch our other interesting episodes as they are all packed with useful information and inspirational insights into the lives of our guests. It's now time for us to get all fired up with our sister of the day, Eugenia Abu. Stay with us.
What are my favorite lines in my body of work? I'm gifted with being able to give titles to TV programs. I'm gifted with titling. So first, I love the titles of my books, which it's like giving birth. So Don't Look at Me Like That is my collection of poems, and the particular poem, Don't Look at Me Like That, is one of my fondest, because I wrote it because I had this individual who, as human beings go, just had issues with me for no reason and would have a certain way of looking at me. But it also resonated with people who are discriminated against in the world, people who are HIV, people who are physically challenged, and I then therefore used the opportunity of that person's nastiness to write a poem about discrimination across the world. So Don't Look at Me Like That, it is one of my favorite lines, because it says, don't look at me like that, I'm human, I can love, those kind of things, in order to tell you that you should not discriminate against anybody. In the collection of poems, I also particularly like I Miss You When It Rains. It's a love poem that says when it rains is when you need your love people, the people you love closer to you. And all kinds of noises that take place in the night, especially in the night when it's raining and your loved one is not there. So I Miss You When It Rains is one of my more phenomenal love poems that I really am in love with. How do I let off steam? I have a number of things that I enjoy doing. I love to be pampered, so I go to a spa every 6 weeks to have a massage. That is brilliant for letting off steam. I like to do girly outings with my friends, so we can go have a yogurt, then go watch a movie. And the spa comes with a hammam, a body scrub. I like to have a facial every 8 weeks. I used to love to do, I still do pedicure on my mani. I'm not a slave to fashion, but I'm a fabric freak, as they say. I have fabrics from all over the world. Wherever I travel to, I look for fabrics of that place or the fabrics they have there. I love to mix and match, and I love to design my own clothes. So I have a lot of sketches. I love to go to a place where I can meet people, exchange ideas. I love to go to poetry nights and listen to people. I love music, so I listen to all sorts of interesting music, including the young music today. I let off steam also by writing a lot of poetry. I like to go to a gallery and see. I love paintings. I love creativity. And I don't consider it work when I go to watch a play like that. I love cooking. It's my to-go-to place for letting down steam. I like to experiment. And shortly, I'll be writing a cookbook. So it's something that I'm fascinated by the world. So I travel quite a bit. It gives me the opportunity to see the world and to appreciate who I am in my place in the world. If you hate what you do so much, you really shouldn't suffer through it. It's difficult because you have to be very courageous to jump. But you know, you've got to smell the coffee. And the world is not waiting. And your age is not stopping. We're growing older. If it's a chore, you wake up in the morning, it's like, oh no, then it's time to look elsewhere. But you have to go out of it slowly, because you can jump and there will be no cushion, and then you will hurt yourself. So you need to look at all the other things you want to do, how viable they are, have a business development plan if it's business. If it's a school you want to open, go and visit with a proprietress or a proprietor, see how they run their schools. Make sure it's what you want to do. Make sure it's going to feed you. Otherwise, you're going to starve. So you need to ease out of those places slowly. You need to enhance yourself with education, courses. You might want to stay where you are now. You may not like it very much, but it will be the place to give you the opportunity to do a master's degree or to even do a degree. If the terms are easy on you, then perhaps you need to stay a little longer so you can attain that dream of yours. Because once you leave it, you may not have that opportunity. You never know. The place you work now, even though you hate it, might pay for your school. So that's a plus. And you should look at the pluses wherever you are before you take a leap. Taking a leap means you understand where you're going. You've looked at it, you've assessed it, you've made up your mind. You must also learn that, especially if it's business, you're going into a field where you may not earn your salary every month like you did. And if you're going into a new job and you're running away from people you think don't like you, how do you know that the people you're going to meet here are not going to hate you more? You can't run away from yourself, but you can build your career by moving into strategic places that enhance you. And you have to be, especially women, you have to be strategic about it. Don't be emotional about it. Don't be because your friend is there. Don't be because you know the CEO. Go there because you have something to contribute to yourself and to the establishment before you take the leap. And make sure that where you're going to pays you better, a little better than where you're coming from.
Learn from your past. There is something in the past that you can learn from. Maximize the present. Don't postpone living. Today is a great day. Just live it and have fun. And then inspire your future. Think of what you would like to be 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years from now, and go get it. Let no one stop you, girl. You've got what it takes. My name is Fofo. I'm a confidence coach for career women. Keep watching SistasTalk with Sephiny Smart.
When I was growing up, I grew up in a very small town. It's a city, but still a very small town. And I met a lot of women from different forms of life. Like they have a lot of dreams, and I think it's important for us to come together, to reach out to each other and to learn from each other. When we learn from each other, we become more powerful. So I have a 7-year-old daughter, and she is interested in a lot of things. And I want her to live in a world where she's not only respected, but she's also celebrated as a woman. I want her to reach her potentials. And I think this is my wish for everybody, for every woman, to reach their potentials, to dream big, and be the best version of herself that she can be. So do that, dream big dreams, and don't be afraid of your power. You're a superwoman.
Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like and to subscribe to my channel, and do encourage others to do the same. Finally, I would love to end by saying, do be careful about where you go to seeking for a listening ear, as that listening ear might actually turn out to be a running mouth. So please choose wisely who you intend to share your life issues with. Till I come your way some other time, be smart, rock your world. Bye-bye.